She deliberately cut in line to get onto the zipline, then casually clipped the safety rope onto the man's chest. Before he even had time to react, she jumped straight off the platform, dragging him down with her. Gina immediately pulled out her phone and started recording, demanding to know from the safety officer what had happened to her husband. Under the threat of death, the officer finally confessed. On the day of the incident, he had indeed tampered with the equipment under someone's orders. Even the so-called ambulance had been staged with people pretending to be paramedics. But he insisted he was only following orders and had no idea who the mastermind behind it all was. The only thing he could confirm was that the whole thing was connected to the local mob. Gina handed the video to the police chief and demanded an immediate investigation. But instead, the chief claimed the evidence had been obtained illegally and ordered Gina's arrest, accusing her of forcing a confession. 4 or 5 burly men rushed forward, pinned her to the ground, slapped handcuffs on her, and kept her under constant watch, planning to deport her back to the United States. Her husband was still missing without a trace, and there was no way Gina was going to let it end like that. Once on the boat, she pretended it was inconvenient to use the restroom while handcuffed and tricked a male officer into following her inside.
Well, you're gonna have to come here and help me.
Gina managed to grab the key, unlocked the handcuffs, then ran to the stern of the ship and dove straight into the water, swimming desperately toward shore. At this point, it was clear that relying on the police was pointless, but Gina wasn't an ordinary woman. She had been trained by her mobster father since childhood and was more than capable of handling dangerous situations on her own. By following a local guide and asking around, Gina eventually made her way to an area where gang members gathered. She remembered the tattoos on the 2 fake medics and used that clue to track down a cockfighting arena. After staking out the place for 2 days, she finally spotted a familiar face. Gina quickly followed him. After tailing him cautiously for a while, she was discovered in an alley, but the thug was no match for her. After some intimidation and interrogation, he was forced to reveal his accomplice. He claimed he was just helping out the one who truly knew the whole plan was the bald man posing as the other medic. Using the thug's phone, Gina tricked the bald man into coming over, then hid in a corner waiting for the chance to ambush him. But things didn't go as planned. The bald man suddenly pulled out a knife, grabbed Gina by the hair, and flipped the situation in an instant. He was about to kill her. Luckily, Gina managed to grab the pistol he had dropped and shot him without hesitation. The gunshot alerted the neighbors, who called the police. The police chief used the killing as an excuse to arrest Gina again and even tried to pin her husband's murder on her as well. He immediately ordered his men to escort her to headquarters for interrogation. But as night fell, Gina still hadn't seen any sign of a police headquarters. Even more disturbingly, the 2 officers escorting her suddenly drove the car deep into a remote, desolate wilderness.